Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Look for income producing assets. And this is one of those ones. I know y'all heard me talk about it before. I'm going to talk about it again and again and again because you really need to think about how to really make your money work for you. That's the key, because generally most people, when they get money, they spend it right away. That's why they're in the position that they're in. Even some middle class folks, they'll get extra money and they'll spend it on that boat or that they only use once a year, maybe twice. Or they'll spend it on that extra expensive car or those extra expensive clothes and stuff. Basically, the money, they get the money and it's going right back out. And then at best, and I'm talking about the middle class, at best, they can maintain their lifestyle, but that's it. They'll look up and they're not going any place. And then if something happens to their cash flow, their money, they laid off a job, something happens or whatever, they in trouble. Or if a medical emergency or any type of emergency come up, they in trouble. That's because they constantly spend their money. And we already know the poor do that, because I've talked about that before. You get some poor people. If you look at how much money people in a poor neighborhood are making, it's not that bad. It's not that bad if they were smart in how they spent it. But usually what happens is they get it and they spend it. They get it and they spend it. Indeed, they spend it so much. That's where payday loans come in, pawn shops, things of that nature. And indeed, even with the middle class, that's why they get bad credit debt, because they spending. But the thing that the rich and the wealthy do, they look for income producing assets. And income producing assets is simply a business that can provide either a business or some enterprise that can provide money for you. Even if it's just stocks, like dividend paying stocks are assets, or income producing assets. You buy them. Real estate funds, you jump into that. That can bring you some money, even on a monthly basis. Owning a parking lot, a laundromat, writing a book, doing YouTube videos, and constantly getting paid off of it. Let me use that as an example, because people know I got all these channels on here and all these videos. A video I did 4 years ago, can't even remember the videos, is still making me money. And I was actually checked that one time, and I'm like, man, I'm making money, even if it's a few pennies off of videos I did when I first started. But those are income producing assets. Books. If you write a book can make you money for life. You get the right book and it sells steady, especially you get a lot of people, they'll write nonfiction books. And those are actually the best book-wise. Those are actually the best for making money long term. Because if you have a work of fiction, people will get it right then. It could be a bestseller at the moment. But very, very rare is it long term. Very, very rare will it sell 20 years later. But if you sell a book like a self-help book, a book on success, or a book just telling you how to do something on an everyday basis, a book telling you how to make money, that can always sell for you. And if you got a whole lot of them, that's money. And that's the thing. You want your money to work for you. Stocks. You got some people, they might have had a regular job and they just bought stocks. They were really good at stocks and they sitting pretty. They get dividend stocks or stocks they can sell here and there, and they just chilling. They are just sitting back chilling, but that's an income producing asset. Indeed, many people who are wealthy, you'll find they have a very good portfolio, not just a stock, but businesses. They might be investors. You get a lot of people who are investors. Now, that when you invest in a business, and if you have the money to invest in several businesses, they doing the work for you. All you sitting back doing is making the money. But that's the key. See, you want to put your money into something that will bring you more money. And like I said, it could be anything. It could be anything, but the key to it is, does it bring you money? And especially if it's passive income. Passive income, you don't have to work for it. You don't have to work for it. For example, I sell a whole lot of books on Amazon. I don't talk about it, but all I have to do is just look and see how much money I'm making. That's it. Because once I upload something to Amazon, once I put a book on there, I don't even have to mail anything. I don't have to mail anything. Either there are books, on-demand books, Amazon will print them. E-books, Amazon will send them out to a Kindle right away. And all I had to do is collect the money. All I had to do is see what sold that day. You know? And even, well, technically I could just say, really, really push them. But trust me, I make enough to live on just off of my books. But those are income producing assets. See, the beauty of income producing assets, once you create them, once you get them pumped, and I'll say after maybe a year of having them, you start making money. If you have them for 5 years, you keep them steady. Only way you working is, Jake, you need something to do, because you want to get the income producing assets to the point where you don't have to even work a regular job. Or if you do work a regular job, that's just for extra money for you. Maybe to buy more income producing assets. But you want to get to that point, you have the option of working on that job or sitting back chilling, doing something you really want to do. It really doesn't matter. But the thing is, you need to look into that. Look into stocks. Look into different stocks. Look into real estate. Speaking of real estate, more people get rich just by getting real estate. Real estate, people always need a place to sleep, no matter what. No matter what. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what trend is going on. Somebody gotta have a place to sleep. And there are people out there now. It took a hit during the COVID lockdowns, but in general, there are people. Like I read about one guy. He just bought a whole lot of houses and was renting them out. He was able to live pretty well, send his children to college and everything. But those are income producing assets. Anything that you own that you can make money off of. All right? And always look into that. Always look for that. So y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.
Yeah.